What'd I tell you about pitching woo on the job, boy? Sorry about that, boss.
Yeah. Guys, I'm fucking 4 Tito's drinks in, and it's fucking Friday. Welcome the fuck back to Pitching Woo! Hell yeah, man! It's the weekend. What's up, everybody? I hope you had a good week. Hope you're ready to sit back and just relax and hear us talk about shit. So, here we are.
Welcome back.
How you doing, Bernard?
I'm here so I don't get fined.
I like that. That was very quick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like Doughboy. I don't know if you've ever seen that on the All Deaf channel. There is this YouTube channel which they are really good. They're really freaking talented, and it's a makeup of all like comedians, and they have this thing called the roast or something along them lines, and they're literally in a classroom. And they sit and do nothing but roast each other individually and throughout the classroom. It's fucking hilarious. And there's this dude named Doughboy on there, and every time he makes one that hits and everybody laughs about it, he's like this. Yeah.
Is this the same Doughboy that's on Wild and Out?
Yes.
Oh,
that's where he got his
my
start. Was
God.
from All Deaf. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's all deaf comedy. So yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So today is going to be a special treat for you guys.
Depends on who you are.
I mean, yeah, it depends on who you are. We're gonna hit kind of not a hard topic, but like a serious topic. But we're also gonna make it light. Like we do. Yeah. We're gonna talk about colorism, guys. Ooh. Are you ready for that? Brittany, are you ready for that?
I'm ready for it. Shit.
I'm ready too. I have my notes. If you can see this visually, I have my fucking notebook out. So does Brene. She's got her laptop up. It's a whole vibe in here right now.
We digging.
I'm ready to talk.
She wanted the red lights.
I did. I wanted the red. Brene wanted the fucking green, and I was like, Brene, it looks white.
Okay. We're going to give them this visual.
You're gonna have to go look at the visual, but like the freaking green. Okay, when she turns it down, it looks white.
It looks green with your colorblind ass.
But then it looks too bright. But if you turn the red on, ow, damn, I hit the mic. If you turn the red on, oh my God, that's so sexy. It's so sultry. Oh my God.
This is not a sexy, sultry topic. I'm just saying.
I know, but like just oh my God. Okay. We gotta get serious, guys. Stop laughing. Shit. Okay, so Renee, I would like for you to start.
Okay. So I ain't even gonna lie. To be honest with you, some of the content that we've come up about, it's really been strongly expressed on TikTok. I think it might just be easier digested on TikTok because they can deliver a message in less than a minute. And it hit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where the whole topic of colorism in general has come from. Now, I want to throw a disclaimer out before we even go off into this topic, okay? We love all people of all races,
yes, ma'am,
of all colors,
yes,
of
ma'am,
all backgrounds.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't discriminate. We don't make anyone feel different. What we're doing with this particular topic and this subject is just discussing, kind of just the social norms that have come along with this specific topic, which is colorism.
Yeah.
I think one, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we were sitting here trying to brainstorm like, what the fuck is we gonna talk about?
Yeah, we were.
We were trying to just make sure that the topics that we are discussing is something that, of course, you want to listen to our soft, velvety voices.
Because I know I got a nice ass voice.
You know what I'm saying? We put it on. You know what I'm saying? We do what we gotta do. Whatever. Which, as a matter of fact, I gotta make sure our gains are kind of showing. I'm trying to make sure we don't have that damn white noise. I think I might be able to eliminate it, but I need to make sure that we're being picked up here. So. Yeah. But anyways,
I feel good. Oh man,
Lord help
y'all
us.
in for a fucking treat. Let me tell you. She said, "Lord help us." No.
So, anyways, with our discussion and kind of coming up with the topic, there was like one specific situation that Atiana had expressed that she had experienced with a past coworker.
Yeah. Okay. So one time at band camp, right? No, one time during my break, a coworker, she came into the break room and she was just kind of talking to me, and we were just kind of getting to know each other, and she pretty much was telling me how I shouldn't add anybody from work to my social media because there were a few snitches at my job. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that's good to know. And then she was telling me why she just got rid of her Facebook in its entirety, and I was like, why? And she was like, well, there were a few posts that I had made in particular about like skin color and just race in general. And I was like, oh, well, what do you mean? And she pretty much went on to say is how she made a post pretty much saying that she wasn't going to address mixed or biracial people as if they identify as black or if they identify as white or whatever. She was just going to identify them as mixed. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, when I made the post, some women in particular were commenting on there saying that they didn't feel that that was okay because some of them identify as black and some of them identify as white and da 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 da. And it got me thinking. I was like, I mean, I am a biracial woman. I'm black and white. My mom's white, my dad's black. And I mean, I identify as I'm mixed. Like I'm proudly mixed. Like I don't try to hide it or anything like that. But my grandmother also taught me in the eyes of society and on government paper, I am a black woman. So I more so identify with being black than I do white because that's how you're going to view me. You see my curly hair, you see my tan skin, you see my nose and my lips and just my facial structure. You're going to think that I'm black. So that's how I identify. But she was more so saying as how I'm not going to look at you that way. I'm just going to say that you're mixed because that's what I'm going to blanket you and that's what I'm comfortable saying. And that's what kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, that's not okay and that's not right. Like you shouldn't just blanket someone and identify them as something just to make yourself comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're here.
Absolutely.
We're gonna fucking talk about that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and
yeah.
that's kind of what ultimately led us into wanting to dig a little deeper into colorism.
Mhm.
Now, of course, there's layers to this shit. So I just need for y'all to just hang in there with us, you know what I'm saying? Because we getting down to the knit, the grit, the center of the cake, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When I heard that, it absolutely infuriated me. Because absolutely, like, who the hell are you? Like, it's almost as if, like, oh my God. It's really in the sense of this is what I'm going to do because this is what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And comfortability is what this country, is what humankind in general rests in, especially with this particular topic, which is race.
Yeah.
And what people identify as.
Mhm.
You're going to tell me that I'm just going to call you this blanketed statement, no matter how much I have gotten to know you, no matter how much you have expressed, this is what I identify as, no matter how much I should respect you, I'm just going to use this topic just to just keep it simple.
Pretty much.
And I get it. Potentially, she was probably very much so attacked in that situation. She probably was. People probably came for a throat.
Probably, yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
So this is probably like the cop out, like, okay, well, let me just step all the way back out of this pile of shit that I just placed here. And let me go ahead and encapsulate that bitch.
Yeah.
With the word mixed.
Yeah.
No,
ma'am.
No. That's why people are so comfortable. That's why we have this status quo that people don't want to freaking attack or go against. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some folks out there, I can say probably about 10% of people who are literally willing to make the stance and speak against things that just don't make freaking sense when it comes to this topic. But for the most part, people just ride with that shit. They just gonna let it go. Because it's what's comfortable. Why dig off into something that is difficult or uncomfortable to talk about?
because people don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to talk about stuff that needs to be talked about. So.
Well, in earlier episodes, we've already described that when you're uncomfortable is when true change comes along. That's when true success comes about.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's all make it a norm to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then even so, let's create another different norm, because of course, if we create a norm for being uncomfortable, then that means we're comfortable with being uncomfortable. So now we still need to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
All right.
I'm just saying.
Did y'all keep up? Are y'all still here? Okay. Yes.
Oh. But I have to ask
Mm-hmm.
that in that moment when she said that shit, how did you feel and what was your response?
I mean, okay, so in uncomfortable situations like that, I try in a sense to play dumb. As if like, okay, so what do you mean by that? Because I want them to hear what bullshit they're saying out of their mouth. Like, do you hear what you're saying? So I'm gonna, in a sense, play dumb so you can then hear what you're saying. So then it's like, okay, wait, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't think like that. So yeah, I was just kind of like, well, what did you say? What? Why did they start coming for your fucking throat when you said that? Like, why? Why? Especially having somebody who's mixed sitting across the table from you. What did you say, baby girl?
Right.
What happened?
Let me call you on your shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she kind of like backstepped a little bit, and she was like, "Well, you know, it was just kind of da 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 da." And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure."
And that's the thing. Like, I don't know. The way that I'm made up is I try to have an understanding of both sides, of all sides.
Yeah.
I can have a strong ass opinion for whatever I feel is right and what's wrong. But I'll still try to take a step back and understanding from a different perspective. And the reason why I have that is I have really great friends around me. I can for sure say that I have this conversation with a white girlfriend of mine often because she's not uncomfortable or, you know, not in a space where she doesn't feel comfortable with asking me a question.
Yeah.
And I welcome it because she's trying to make sure that she educates herself to know how to appropriately approach a situation, as well as then teaching her children on how to make sure they can appropriately approach this situation.
Yeah.
But she's my good friend. That's the difference. You know what I mean? The fact that this chick was so comfortable to even say that, something like that, even in your presence, it's just like, baby, what do you say when no one is around? You know what I'm saying? Like when you in your circle, what do you say?
Literally, that's what I was also thinking. And she wasn't white. Like she was a black lady. Like,
What?
yes, she's a black woman, and she was saying that, and I was like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, why would, like, if anything, you should be more like not understanding, but you should know better. If you know what I mean, like you shouldn't. Why would you try? But then again, that goes back to the whole colorism thing with like dark skinned versus light skinned, and like white girls coming in trying to be black girls and everything like that. But you know, like I don't know. I was, yeah.
My fucking mind is blown, bro. Like I'm hearing what you're saying. I don't. And this might be where I'm wrong, but I automatically assumed the girl was white.
No, she's black.
What the freaky chicky?
No, she's yeah.
No. See, and
that's why I was even more dumbfounded and why I played dumb more, because I was like, what do you mean?
So
what are you talking about?
Oh my god. Okay, so then that kind of explains a certain level of her comfortability with even having that conversation.
Yeah.
That explains it for me a little bit. It does explain the reason why she was so comfortable with saying something so ignorant. Oh my god. Wasn't there something that you just mentioned that it was off of TikTok? There, oh my god, or maybe even I saw it. Excuse my language.
Yeah, no. It was so recently not recently. I've been on TikTok for like almost a year now. But as of lately, when I've been on TikTok, there has been a lot of black women coming forward saying how they're very uncomfortable and they feel very offended when black men try to portray them in a comedic way of like how black women act when they're quote unquote ghetto.
Yeah.
Or like how they are unprofessional, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And they don't like being portrayed that way because a lot of women have said that they feel like that is their most vulnerable state, and they don't like when Black men then come and try and portray that and try and sell that as comedy when that's not comedy. That's just them.
Right.
But they're gaining followers and they're gaining money and stuff off of that because, well, you're not portraying me as something that I'm really not. And in a sense, you also don't like when I act that way because you're not, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think that's what, oh my God. Shh. Because I don't want to keep using the Lord's name in vain, but I'm so taken aback the fact, I'm sorry that you told me the lady was Black. We kind of like pre-discussed the situation, but I didn't know that the lady was Black. So I'm still really dumbfounded by that. Because I'm pretty sure, if not someone within your family, someone close to you is mixed. And I'm pretty sure you have taken the time to get to know them. And if you know about them, 9 times out of 10, those folks, if you're Black and white, or if you're Black and something, 9 times out of 10, you identify as Black. You identify it. You may not look 100% like it, which of course is anyone can see you here. And if you're only listening to this, then you can go to our YouTube or our Pitch and Woo Instagram or Twitter page, and you can see that she is a Black woman. You can see it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have a Black woman coming for you like that pisses me off. And then,
but that's when I bring up the whole light skin versus dark skin thing, because that's a thing, and that also pisses me off because that goes back to the whole, well, if you're dark, that means you're dumb, and if you're light, that means you're smart. So that's been engraved into our brains of thinking, well, light skin means that you're better, and dark skin means that you're not. So I can not understand, but I can in a way. Oh, wow, the Tito's is catching up. I can, in a way, understand where she was coming from, but it's also what she's been taught.
Right.
So, and I'm not saying that's right at all, because based on your fucking pigmentation doesn't determine whether you're smart or whether you're dumb.
But that's the messed up part.
Yeah.
That's the messed up part about it, is the fact that, as anyone knows, in our current climate right now, people of color just in general are trying to make sure that they have an actual equal base in this bitch.
Yeah.
But if we have so much dissension, even within our own ethnicities, even within our own communities, like, how the frick can we actually really expect for people to take us seriously and to actually make this change if we even have this whole breakup even within ourselves? It's in our minds. Now, I get it. It comes ingrained from generations of just breakdown, and people not truly understanding and loving and knowing who you are because we had someone else tell us who we are and what we are. I get that. I do. But we're in the 20th or 21st. I wasn't on the Tito's. I was on the wine. We are in the 21st century. At this point, bro, we are educated.
Yeah.
And if you are not educated, you have a plethora of opportunities and resources available to you to educate yourself.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but that has literally upset me. Because not even so much just you being my sister, you know what I'm saying? But just the fact that you are being my fellow woman, that someone would say something like that to you.
I mean,
I don't, I'm trying to get back on track, y'all. I really am. She's tried to pull me back twice. She really has. She was like, baby, this is the topic. This is what we're doing. But I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I don't like saying that word because I don't want to get demonetized, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But still, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so yes. So with that particular situation, that literally is just nothing but the surface on what we're talking about with this whole colorism situation. Because then, as she stated, the whole light versus dark skin type situation,
which I've never understood that.
No.
Because me growing up, oh my God, I love dark-skinned women.
Love
guys.
them.
Oh my God, y'all are so fucking beautiful. Like,
Gorgeous.
I just, oh my God, I love y'all so fucking much. But to think that there is like this not unheard of, but like, what's the word?
It's like an unspoken but known.
Yes,
Mhm.
of like, oh well, she's light skinned. Oh, well, she's dark skinned. And I'm just like, bitch, I like you. Like, come here. Like, what do you mean?
Like, be my friend.
Exactly.
Like, come talk to me.
Damn. So I'm sad.
Yes. No, and I get it. It's really irritating. And even so much so then our men are continuing to perpetuate it.
Dude, men play a big fucking part in that. Because I've had exes tell me, oh, well, you're probably like the darkest I would ever date.
Oh
and I'm
my-
like, bro, I'm not even dark. Like, I'm light. Like, in the winter, I could pass as white. So what do you mean I'm the darkest you'll go? Like, that is disgusting. I cannot. Like, I understand maybe you have like a preference, but like, still, you don't say that. You don't fucking say that.
No, you don't say
you don't
that.
say that. Like, that's weird.
I'm pretty sure your mama is probably darker than this goddamn chair sitting behind me. That's the thing that really pisses me off, is the fact that there are men out there that have black women in their lives. Like, legitimately, G, that whole black woman versus white woman trend that's going on TikTok right now. And there was this little boy. You knew he was a little boy.
Yeah.
He was doing the whole trend, and he had his black, dark-skinned sister behind him, sitting on the couch just chilling. She wasn't even paying attention to what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he sits here and does that freaking trend and run towards the white women. Like, what are you teaching your sister? How do you value your mother? Like, you don't value the women that are already in your life. Now, I'm okay with you having a motherfucking preference. You can have a preference.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Right.
But you don't have to demean and make inferior women of color. Women of color in general. And you will hear me say that. I'm not resting just with black women. We are already shortchanged in this motherfucking society. Okay?
It stopped recording.
Damn.
I don't know when it stopped recording.
I don't either.
All right, so before we were rudely interrupted, see, we're just going to go ahead and share the technical difficulties that we have. There's a weird-ass timer on my camera.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to figure it out. Well, don't let me lie, I haven't figured it out, so we just ride this bitch out. But pretty much what I was just getting to is just the fact that men in general, and I can say even so much just our black men in general, no, in general, okay, not in specifics. So I don't want no black men coming on here and be like, oh, it's just more black women just hating on us black men, and that's why we go with da 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 da. No, black men in general. Okay, so if you fall in this category, if the shoe fits, then I'll probably see your comments. But anyways, black men in general, just stop it. Stop it right now.
Pretty much, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Your mama ain't beat you enough. Maybe she beat you too much.
No.
Maybe she beat you too much.
No, I don't think it's too much.
Bro, I'm irritated. And then the fact that video with that little boy, it's just like, bro, like, you have your sister who is behind you, who has darker skin complexion than you. Like, you are literally, like, you wouldn't hold that against your sister. So think of the entire race of black women as your sister and respect us as such.
Yeah.
Because you'd beat someone's ass if they ever came to step to your sister like, I can't date you because you're dark skinned. You'd be ready to fight a motherfucker.
Pretty much, yeah.
So who and why? Like, stay off this trending shit. The thing is yes, we're on TikTok. Yes, we watch it. Yes, we enjoy the rhetoric of it in its entirety. But stay off that trendy shit. It's not cute.
No.
Even so much more so, I'm sorry to be honest with you, but there's a bunch of fucking white boys on there and be like, oh, well, I appreciate being a black queen. 50% of you don't give a fuck what that means.
I feel like that's more so like a fetish thing, and I really don't fucking like that either.
I don't either.
Like, you don't fetishize. Is it fetishize?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Can't talk. You know what I'm trying to say. Don't make me a fucking fetish.
Like,
for
no.
your own enjoyment. Freaking someone's complexion is not your fetish. That's weird.
Because I don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
I'm not the motherfucker to sit here and just pop off on your motherfucking ass just because I'm a ghetto ass black bitch. Like, that's not what I'm doing. Right? I can articulate myself. I can carry myself well. And if I am upset with you, then I can make sure that I can express it in a very conducive. Like, I can express it in a conducive way.
But in the comedic world, that is what sells. Is when a black man, or even a white men married to black women. That is what sells in the comedy world. Is when they portray their black wives to be ghetto, and I don't get that. I don't get that. Why is that so funny? Why is that so funny? I don't understand.
We're a natural joke.
And that's not okay.
No, it's not okay.
It's not okay at all.
It's not okay.
No.
But for some reason, it's so comedic to to respond to a woman of color's plight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the issue that I run into it is the fact that you don't even have to be black. Like there's this super country chick. I think she's from Alabama or Tennessee or something. She's a white girl.
Okay.
Or what is the politically correct term that I was going to say? Women who identify as white, because I don't want to put it out there as if white is a culture. White is a generalized, indicator of a skin type, but it's not necessarily a culture. But so we're going to say women who identify as white.
Okay.
She speak more colored than I do. And that is authentically her, because then you can go to her mama and her mama do the same thing. And I know it's not something they're doing just for the clout or for the pictures or for the video.
Yeah.
Like that's literally how they talk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk like that, but she speaks more like that. But it just seems to be, oh my gosh, like I can't even articulate myself very well with this particular subject because it hits so close to home.
Yeah.
Because it pisses me off, and I know I'm not the only person that it does. I know we're not the only people that it does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the hell can we do to change it? Not be ourselves?
I'm gonna be myself.
Create another freaking what is it? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the damn word. Create another trend that people can go and follow, and make that the norm, so that way we can return back to our true selves.
I mean, in this day and age, that would make sense.
I mean, pretty much, because black women are trendy. If black women do it, and I don't know, y'all probably heard this enough from folks. If black women do it, it's ghetto, it's trashy, it's low class, it's this, and that, and the other. But say someone else who has a higher following, or even just
white women
who identify as white.
White women,
will take.
Caucasian.
I hate that word.
Gabrielle Union said it best and Bring It On. Here y'all come, white as ever. This is not the exact words, but here y'all come, white, throwing some blonde hair on it, making it white, making it right, and it's a trend. But when black girls do it, it's ghetto, it's not appreciated, it's not accepted, it's rejected. But when a white girl does it, or anybody else outside of that does it, then it's okay. But let the originator do it and it's an issue. So y'all steal it. Y'all steal culture. Y'all steal ideas. In every aspect of a black woman's life, y'all steal it. And y'all think we're not gonna catch on, we don't notice, but we see it. Oh, whoa, we see it. We're okay. Okay, sure.
And then I need to make sure that this does not come back in a way in which we're starting some war, because I can no. You have to hear my thought on this one, because I can already catch someone making a comment.
Okay.
Whether it be somewhere recent to when we made this video or some years down the line, and the fact in which, well, if we're stealing your culture, then you do A, B, C, and D that is not necessarily associated to your culture. So what do you call that? I saw a TikTok about that as well.
You know what my rebuttal to that would be?
Let's go.
What fucking culture do you have?
Okay, we're not gonna have that conversation because we're gonna get a little too deep in that one.
Am I lying though?
But okay,
what culture do you have for me and try to take and appropriate from? You don't. I'm sorry, Christmas. I'm sorry, Santa. What the fuck? No. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
Dia.
What do you mean? Like, seriously, like, what do you mean? Y'all steal hairstyles, fashion, fucking ass, cheeks, lips. And this goes for anybody. Anybody. Why? What do you mean? But then you're gonna be like, well, you did this, and this. What do you mean? What do I do? What do I do? What am I doing?
I think, there was a chick on TikTok,
Okay.
you're on there a lot,
Okay.
who addressed this. She legitimately brought up this exact topic. I would love to source it, but bro, 60 seconds and it's gone. But she said something along the lines, I guess someone had made that comment and they were like, well, if you feel like we're stealing your culture and what you're about, then what do you say whenever you're trying to put on, or like when you're trying to straighten your hair or you wear wigs and whatever else? And she was like, well, the thing is everything that I do to myself, I can carry that as myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do me. Like, my thing is, my natural hair, I can straighten that. And it's still me. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is what I'm addressing is the fact that the things that you put on to yourself and you add to yourself and you accentuate within your personality, that's not genuinely you. You know what I'm saying? If it's genuinely you, you don't fall in this category. You don't fall into what we're talking about. But if it's not genuinely you, but you use this to gain clout, to appropriate, to push it out there where it's negative and it's not received well, fucking A, you be mad because I didn't record any of this. Motherfucking shit. Well, we have it on the audio or the tape, so we'll see how that goes. She's like, God damn it. It must have stopped, because that's what I'm saying. I did record.
What is the last thing you said on there?
Shit, I don't fucking know.
It can't be too far on, because I saw it going.
Yeah. I don't know why it stopped there.
Maybe your notebook hit the thing on accident.
I hope not. Make sure I take that off of there. You don't want to do that again. Well, alright then. Well, I don't know how we're going to do this in the video.
This is messy.
It's a little messy because it's just like, well, because the thing is the audio, like I want to get a better mic. I have one, but the mic that I have doesn't hook up to that camera. Let me think. It's only been 10 minutes. I feel like I might be able to work the audio so that way then it still works, but I don't know where to fucking stop on the video either. So we might have to come together for an editing session, like together on this one. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have to be able to work the audio to then do this, and it'll be easy enough. Like I can blend it well enough. I'm not perfect in my audio shit, but I can blend it well enough where it's still just the audio, and then we can like clip to a video. And we might have to like do a technical issue type situation, and then beep on into the next situation or something like that.
Yeah.
We can do that. That's fine. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep recording because I still want to make sure I stay mindful of the time. So we have about 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, and then we should be done.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're back at it. I think pretty much this topic is a little bit too hot for our mics because not only did we have the camera stop, but then we had the audio stop, and it's just like...
They don't want us to win, Chief. They don't want us to fucking win.
There's something in the air that's probably saying like this might be a little bit too much of a hot topic, but we're still going to put it out there because technically with these types of situations, these are conversations that we need to have. We have to have these conversations, and we have to open up and have the appropriate rhetoric to be able to find a difference and a change. It's kind of what I was telling you this morning, and the fact that even though it does not seem like our smallest, most minuscule input has any impact on this economy and on this country, it does. And it starts from us voting local folks that support what our ideals are into office, and eventually then leading those people to be up to our presidential offices and really representing the people the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So absolutely, we're gonna push it out there. There's some energy out there, but I have received whatever the case may be, and I'm still going against it. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
So I can't even, whatever points in which we made after that, we'll put it in the video or whatever, and it'll be included within our audio as well, because I'm going to need it for the audio.
Pretty much. So, if you're listening, you might as well go over to Pitch and Woo on YouTube, because that will be more so of what you missed as far as the audio. Because either the audio got cut or the video got cut, but it'll be on the Pitch and Woo YouTube channel, so you'll be able to kind of piece together what was said.
We'll be able to blend everything. We're
Yeah.
gonna have everything on both platforms.
Yeah.
We'll make it work. So, nonetheless, like I said, the mic got hot.
The guy's fucking hot fire. Super hot fire.
What did they say on Hustle and Flow? It was like,
You fucking up my mode, man.
that's not it.
Oh, damn. What do you mean?
It was the one where he was telling what was the white girl's name? I can't even remember, but he was like, well, the mic may be hot or whatever, but I'm gonna need you to cut off them fans, go on and cut them fans or something like that.
Nola.
There you go. Because she was my girl. She was like, damn,
I'm tired of this D.
right? Or what?
I want something.
Let me see. But what was it? No, she was like, she was like, all my, dang, why can't I think of these lines, bro? We used to watch Hustle and Flow as kids. Should not have been. But we used to watch it, and I had that stuff memorized. I still got the Temptation movie memorized.
Oh, for sure.
Bro, without a question.
David Ruffin.
I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, but sweet darling, ooh, please don't leave me, girl.
Hey.
Okay, we are really off topic. So anyways, how are we gonna wrap this hot tamale up?
I think this needs to be discussed again at a later time.
More than
Because we
likely.
didn't touch everything.
No. No, I mean, the main things that we hit on was just the colorism, of course, of the personal experience that you've gone through.
Yeah.
And then we hit on the fact that men in general, but more specifically our black men, are just so geared towards hating on us. It's mind-baffling because you come from a black woman. And if you don't come from a black woman, you come from a black man. And you come from a woman of whatever, or a man of whatever that loved that black whatever.
Right.
Why hate on where you come from? Why? You can have a preference. Leave it at that. Leave it that simple. And then the fact that, there are the way in which black women can be, and whether you like me, like Tia, or like homegirl down the street who's a little bit more expressive with her feelings. Like, why is it comedy? Why is it funny? Why is it funny? It's not.
No. It's really not. I don't even.
It's hard.
It
really is.
I don't even know, like. I don't even know, like, what started that.
Oh, baby. It's Sambo and Coonan days. It goes way back. It goes way back. And the fact that however black folks act just in general, and even so how we were meant to carry ourselves in order to seem inferior. Like we literally came and we took on a persona and how we are to make ourselves inferior to those who are not of color. Like to those who identify as white. We did that to not come across as abrasive and striking and offensive and challenging. And I'm looking for the word, but I can't find it. Like we're making it to where we are not coming at you. We are a docile type of people, and that's what we do. And then of course, then someone takes that. To be honest with you, folks in blackface, like we're really getting deep. Folks in blackface would take that and act, doing the whole jig and jive that we do to stay alive.
Yeah.
Okay, and then now you have black folk coming in and taking on over on that. Like, what show was I watching? Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the damn movie. But it was playing on BET the other day. I think it was called Sisters, and it was Sister and the Sisters was the name of the group, but that's not the name of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the oldest sisters had married this comedy man who literally, he was like, his job was cooning. He was a famous dude because he cooned. He went on there and he made all these jokes about what black folks do in front of a white audience, or in front of a audience of folks who identify as white.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his career. That's what he got paid to do. But he couldn't go in front of a black audience because that's not
going to sell there.
No. But that's what he was doing. He literally called it cooning. You know what I'm saying? Sambo and cooning. I'm like, we can definitely dig off more into that. That's what it comes from, though.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it derives from.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, what do we do now to change that? Because we still got people out there doing similar things. And it just is what it is, you know? So,
yeah.
No, it definitely runs deep. And it's definitely generations. And it's something that is embedded and ingrained in us. And I mean, bro, I can drive down the street and I'm just like, do y'all not understand there's so much more opportunity out there? There's so much more available to you. But I digress. We're going too much into stuff. So
yeah.
That's this week. We didn't even chip off the tip of the iceberg, bro. Like, we just rubbed on that bitch and melted a little bit of water off of it. And
a little bit. A little bit.
So, anyways, until we decide to pick this topic up, Asiana, where can they find us?
They can find us on Instagram at pitchin_woo, Twitter, pitchin_woo, YouTube, pitchin_woo. Go subscribe, go follow. Stay in tune, stay up to date with everything that's going on. Be sure to comment if you have anything that you want to say to us down below. If you have any insight, any opinions, anything like that of that nature, go ahead and go talk to us on Twitter, talk to us on Instagram, anything of that.
Constructive only.
Yeah. Don't be.
We don't.
No. Don't do.
Sorry.
You can leave the racist stuff at the door.
I don't.
That is not going to be taken lightly.
You get blocked.
For sure.
Sorry. And I already have my sister forewarn me. She was like, Renee, we can't just be blocking everybody. Your ass will get blocked.
I mean, if it's racism, then for sure you're getting blocked, because at that point you're just ignorant.
Bro, because I was coming in the gym and I'm like, we go block me block.
Like,
about 5-6 people, but she was like, Renee.
That was different, and you know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, this has been another week of Pitch and Woo, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any insights, like I said, be sure to hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, or comment on this video down below. If you're a listener at home, be sure to go comment. You know, we talk back, talk to us. I like to talk. What's up?
Get in the name, you see, you respond on everything. You know what I'm saying? Involve yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you a hater just hating and just listening because you a hating, thanks for listening, baby.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good week. Wash your hands, wear your masks.
Be safe.
The president has COVID.
Oh, man. We out. We out this bitch. We out, y'all.
Bye.